Welcome everybody to NAB Stadium in Auchenflower for another broadcast of the QBL Game of the Week presented to you by Nothing But Net Media. I'm John Guarna, and today I'm joined by Braden Hesselhurst, the Southern District Spartans SBL head coach. Braden, thanks for joining me today.
No worries, John. Good to be here.
Yeah, it's going to be an exciting game between the Mackay Meteorettes and the Brisbane Capitals here to kick things off. Last time out for both teams, Mackay is finishing up a three-game road trip. They're gone a perfect 2-0 so far. 12 p.m. start's quite tough, especially third game in 3 days.
Yeah, no doubt. Playing three games is tough for anyone, but Mackay, they got a good deep team, so they should be able to cover it pretty well.
Yeah, and the Capitals, let's just go over those Mackay scores for us. They won last night at the University of Sunshine Coast Rip, 77-51. Tammy Willie with 19 points and 5 rebounds. Deanna Weaver had 14 points and 7. They also opened up this three-game road trip with a 94-71 win over the Sunshine Coast Phoenix on Friday night, where Deanna Weaver had a double-double of 18 points and 14 rebounds. Tammy Willie chipped in with 20 points and 9 rebounds. Now the Capitals come back to their home court, coming in off of a tough overtime loss to the Ipswich Forest last week. It was 82-74 in a game presented to you here on QBL TV, presented by Nothing But Net Media. The Capitals have a very good team as well. They would be very disappointed with their performance versus Ipswich. What are you expecting out of the Capitals this afternoon?
Obviously trying to turn around last week's performance. I expect them to come out pretty fired up. The key is they just got to try and keep Mackay out of the paint. You look at the last couple of games, Mackay have dominated the paint, so if they can do that, it'll go a long way to winning the game.
Yeah, and one of the things that Brisbane did last week that they definitely need to clean up is turn the ball over 27 times. They also put Ipswich on the line 35 times and only had 12 of their own free throw attempts. So a couple keys from me there. We're going to get set to tip here. We got about 15 seconds to go. Braden, if you look at the Mackay team, how do you prepare a team coming in for an afternoon game on the third day of a three-game road trip?
Well, it's pretty hard. Like obviously, like we said, the third game on a road trip, but I think they won the last two games pretty comfortably, so they would have got a fair bit of rest into their starters, so they should be able to cover it pretty well.
Yeah, so I'm expecting a fairly high-scoring game. Both teams like to get up and down the court. Mackay has had quite a bit of success. They come into this game on a four-game win streak. They've had a couple of tough losses, but they're certainly one of the class teams in the QBL competition this season. They sit at fourth place on the ladder, while Brisbane comes in with a record of 2-4, sitting in ninth place. So these games tend to be quite competitive. I'm not expecting anything different this time out. Got to give a shout out to Chris Sieber on the camera as usual for us as well. Chris manning the camera for us. A few technical challenges for us this week, Chris, but I'm sure you'll be on top of it. Got Willie set to tip, and the ball is won by the Brisbane Capitals, and immediately we see a personal foul call. That one's going to go on to Deanna Weaver. Probably not the start that the teams wanted there.
That'll be one thing that'll help Brisbane if they can get some of their key players into foul trouble. That'll be a big boost for Brisbane.
Driving the paint and fouled on the way to the basket. That's Ashton Eaton. So she's going to go to the line for a couple of shots there.
Yeah, not the start that Mackay coach would have wanted coming off an on-ball, just going straight through the paint. That's not a good start defensively.
First shot is good. Second is good as well. So it's a quick 2-0 lead here.
Brisbane going into a 2-3 zone straight up.
See Willie getting it at the free throw line. She's double teamed. Shots blocked by McKenzie there. Mackay recovers. Rachel Grange throws it up. That's blocked, and then there's a foul on the play.
And like we said before the game, that zone will be part of the strategy to try and keep them out of the paint.
So it worked out all right. Howard's going to pick up the foul. Inbound pass goes to Willie underneath the basket, misses the free throw. Ball's tipped out of bounds.
Brisbane got away with one there, just a straight catch off at a bounce play right under the rim.
Inbounds goes to Rachel Grange, driving baseline. Good defense there by Allison. Ball goes out of bounds, so bit of a sloppy start here for both teams. Inbound off the defender. Ball is lost out of bounds, and that's going to be a turnover. So after a bit of back and forth there, it eventually gets back to the Brisbane Capitals.
Yeah, good defense there. Like we said, keeping them out of the paint, trying to force them to shoot from the outside.
2-0 the lead here early for Brisbane. Going to have an opportunity to cut into this lead or increase the lead early. Eaton handling the point spot. Jump shot is up, and that's good. So it's a 4-0 lead for Brisbane. Jump shot there by Amy Lewis. She was out last week as Grange fires for three. That's good. Nice answer there from Mackay.
That's tough. If they're hitting threes, it's going to be pretty tough to defend them.
So Lewis has it now. Eaton, they work the ball around the perimeter here. Nice man-to-man defense by Mackay. Really guarding out deep. Lewis is going to fire a jump shot that's short. Rebound by Willie. She hands off for Jillian Houghton. Houghton leads the QBL competition in assists. She's been doing that for a long time also. Willie going to fire from deep. That's good, and they're going to call it a 2.
Another jump shot to start. That's what Brisbane will want, but they've made 2 straight away.
Eaton gets the double screen there. First Mackenzie, then Howard. She rolls away from the Howard screen. Pulls up at the free throw line. Kicks it out for Lewis. Lewis looking to work baseline. Good defense there by Rachel Grange. Top of the key. Driving to the lane. It's no good from Freeburn. Weaver comes down with it. So a couple of decent looks there for Brisbane. Just can't capitalize. Weaver now on the wing, guarded closely by Howard. Shot is up, and that's no good. Ball goes out of bounds.
It's actually been good defense from Brisbane so far. They've kept the body in front of them the first couple of possessions. I think all 5 of their Mackay's points have been from the outside, so good start for Brisbane defensively.
There's Zelenka with the miss there. Ball goes out of bounds, so Brisbane will have possession again. Hardy Freeburn had a huge game last week versus Ipswich. She's looking to get on track here. Throws one up. That's no good, but she's fouled on her way to the hoop, so she's going to go to the line for a couple free throw shots. No, they're going to call it offensive.
Yeah, good help defense there from Zelenka.
Yeah, good help, D, but gee, I thought there was a bit of, didn't really see the offensive side of it there, but I'm not a referee, thankfully. Quick jump shot by Grange, that's no good. Fighting for the rebound, coming up with it is Freeburn, and she's fouled as well.
Again, that's good defense by Brisbane, force them into a quick shot, especially from the outside. That's what they'll want, and they'll live with the consequences of Mackay hitting from the outside.
Yeah, Brisbane looking to get back on track here. They've gone into a bit of a cold spell after hitting their first couple shots. Eaton spins away from the double team, steps into a long 2, that's way off. Coming down with the rebound is Zelenka. Now Houghton has it, looking up ahead, always with her eyes up. Looking inside for Willie. Pass stolen there, though, by Mackenzie. Probably not the look that Houghton was looking for. Kick out to Stacey Howard. She skips it over to Freeburn. Freeburn gets the screen from Mackenzie, throws it one up. That's good. Good take there by Heidi Freeburn, gives the Capitals the lead. Mackay looking to catch the Capitals sleeping, and they do. Great transition offense, poor transition defense there.
Yeah, Beck Duty won't be happy with that. To get a open layup off transition off a May basket, that's a coach's nightmare.
That's a bit of effort too, and just the awareness.
Yeah, as soon as that ball goes in, you got to get back straight away.
Good defense there by Grange. She gets on the floor, dives on top of the ball. Going to call it jump ball. Possession arrow favors Mackay, so not only did Grange get her hand on the ball, she won the ball back for her team.
That's the tough thing about Mackay. If you look at their team, they're all pretty big and lengthy and able to get deflections, and that causes plenty of problems for the offense.
Yeah, good job there by Grange. Excuse me, Gange. I keep saying Grange. Apologies for that. Zelenka foul line jump shot is good. Mackay's starting to get on a roll here. They're up by 3, 9-6.
One thing, if you're playing a zone, you can't let it catch in the high post that easily.
What do? You just collapse a little bit more up top?
They just got to talk it up, and the weak side guards got to make sure that they cover that and make it catch at the three-point line.
Good offensive rebound and put back by Mackenzie, but she gets beat back down the court again by Zelenka. The lead is back to 3 for Mackay.
Again, as you said before, John, that's just effort. They got to turn, sprint, and cover home straight away.
Yeah, Mackay picks up full court. It's not really much of a press. Eaton beats it, but Houghton gets the steal. Good hustle there by Houghton. Gets it over to Gange. Gange looking to go all the way. Hands it off. Dumps it off for Weaver, but it's stolen by Eaton. Good defense there, and that's good recovery by Eaton. Kicks ahead for Freeburn. She's going to step into a jump shot. That's good.
That's her game. If she starts making those, so she can get hot pretty quickly.
And again, that long pass. Weaver flips one up. That's good. Tough basket there by Deanna Weaver. There's a bit of contact there.
Yeah, maybe it could have been a foul, but again, Brisbane not getting back in transition. That's a quick score again off a May basket.
Lewis shot blocked by Gange, but Willie can't keep the possession. Calling in for the Capitals, that's going to be Maddie Woodford, and Amy Lewis going to take a seat on the bench. Also checking in for the Brisbane Capitals, Rachel Mate. She's going to give Ashton Eaton a breather.
Again, Mackay's length causing problems for Brisbane. Maybe we should think about throwing some pump fakes in now and then because their length can cause some issues.
Woodford inbounds for Mate. Mate gets into a bit of trouble on the baseline. Finds Howard. There's that pump fake out to Mate. She's going to fire for three. That's short. Fighting for the rebound. Stacey Howard comes down with it for Brisbane. Gets it inside to Woodford, and then Woodford travels.
Yeah, that's one thing you've got to limit, especially when you're playing someone as good as Mackay. You can't turn the ball over.
Yeah, a couple turnovers here early for Brisbane. Chanted defense here. It's a three-point game with about 4:20 to go in the first quarter. Weaver's going to fire. Baseline three is good. That's a smooth-looking jump shot there from Deanna Weaver.
Brisbane go back to a man in the first possession. Weaver gets a wide open shot. So I don't know if I would have went back to a man this quickly. I would have stayed in the zone a bit longer, especially against Mackay. So
Freeburn's going to fire for three. That's short. Long rebound is tipped, and it winds up with Mackay. Zelenka nearly loses it, but she recovers.
Just dribbled it off Freeburn's head, didn't she?
Gaines going to step into a long two. That's good. The jump shots are falling here for Mackay, and Coach Dudek doesn't like what she sees on the court, so she's going to take a timeout. We'll take one as well with about 3:45 to go here in the first quarter. It's an 8-point lead for Mackay, 18-10. The QBL Game of the Week presented to you by Nothing But Net Media. Welcome back to NAB Stadium here in Auchenflower as the Mackay Meteorettes lead the Brisbane Capitals by 8, 18-10. Quick steal there by Weaver. Goes all the way to the rim and lays it in.
Again, I think Mackay have scored 20 points. I think two of them have been, two baskets have been off half-court offense. The rest have been off transition and turnovers. So,
and probably not the start that you want out of that timeout is either for Coach Dudek. She's going to go back to the bench and reinsert Ashton Eaton for Rachel Mate.
If you're going to beat a team with the class of Mackay, you really got to cut down on those two areas that we're talking about, turnovers and transition. They'll kill you against a team like this.
And Brisbane going to come out with a bit of pick things up here, full court at least. Then they just drop back. I never understand why you pick that up. I guess they pressure the inbound, but keep it going, trap out of it, or do something, especially down 10 early.
And they weren't even denying the inbound, so I don't really get the ploy there.
Houghton wide open for three. She drains that one. Great look there by Zelenka.
Again, the three half-court offense baskets they've got have been all jump shots, so that's tough, and that's what you got to give them. You got to give up something. As
Freeburn answers with her, it's a long two, they're going to call it. cuts the lead to 11. Gange on the baseline, hits Willie. Willie's short jumper is no good. Gange with the offensive rebound and put back.
Another thing that'll kill you, offensive rebounds. You can't let a team like this, especially with the length that they have.
Yeah, Mackay just doing work all over the court here to the Capitals, and really Brisbane hasn't had an answer yet. Eaton looking to take it all the way. She does.
She's really doing well coming off those on balls. So
Gange going strong to the basket again. You know, it's just back and forth here. Mackay looking to hurt him every time, and Brisbane just can't get back in D.
Off a made basket, that's 3 or 4 times they've done that. So that's like I said, if you're going to beat a team like Mackay, or at least compete, you can't allow that to happen.
Eaton, though, again going to her right hand. She's had some success going to the right, kind of faking off that screen and then going straight to the basket. Weaver, though, just comes down and answers with a long 2.
That's a tough basket. There's not much you can do about that. It's a contested jumper.
Yeah, Brisbane's defense getting torn to shreds here by Mackay, and then Mackay's D gets a steal. They kick it ahead to Weaver. Weaver hands it back to Willie. Willie, little jump stop, banks it in.
You can't turn the ball over against this team and then allow them to get up and down. They're too good to play the transition game against them.
You would think by watching this game that it was Brisbane coming in on their 3rd game in 3 days and playing with a 12 p.m. tip. They're firing on all cylinders here, and it looks like Brisbane who's half asleep.
Like I said, they would have got plenty of rest over the past 2 games, so they'd be pretty fresh, I'd imagine.
Great board there by Gange, powering through a Woodford miss. Now Houghton has it. He's going to bring things back out here for Mackay. Picks up her dribble, hits Zelenka on the baseline. Zelenka finds Gange cutting to the rim. Layup is good. It's just an absolute clinic right now.
That's a cut straight to the basket again, a layup. You got to force them into jumpers. I know they've made a couple, but you got to give up something, and against Mackay, it's points in the paint.
33-16 the lead here for Mackay. We're under a minute to go in the first quarter. Eaton's going to step back and fire a long 2, rattles that one home.
Mackay might have to look at their on-ball defense against Eaton. She's the only one creating everything.
And again, Willie just left wide open underneath the basket. No one even bodying her. I mean, even if she's not your defensive assignment, you still got to stop her from getting that deep in the paint.
First thing you get taught in juniors in a game is to get back and protect the rim. So Brisbane haven't been doing that so far, and it's shown by 35 points so far in the first quarter.
Yeah, Emma McKenzie going to get a breather. Brisbane going to the bench, checking into the game. Emma Reed, also have Isabel Parker checking in. So a couple fresh bodies in for Brisbane. Also checking into the game, Catherine Hollis for Brisbane.
Yeah, Beck Dudick might be just looking for a bit of energy here because the intensity in that hasn't been there so far in the first quarter for Brisbane.
Brisbane gets the inbound. That's Reed. She picks up her dribble. Trapped along the baseline, the sideline there. Parker comes up with it for Brisbane. Loses it on the way up. Ball gets tipped around and winds up with Mackay. Mackay has about a 2-second differential between the game and the shot clock. See Smith check in, and Ward also for Mackay. Weaver driving baseline, goes up and finishes strong. Nice finish there by Weaver.
They get another layup. I think they only had 14 or 15 points around the zone. Ever since they've gone to a man, they've got killed, so they might have to revert back to something just to keep them out of the paint because everything's been a layup.
A lot of contact on the drive and the rebound. Clock, though, is going to expire. Let's see if the referees come back. They're not going to. So at the end of the first quarter, it's a 19-point lead here for Mackay, 37-18. We'll take a break, and we'll come back with the second quarter action here on QBL TV, presented to you by Nothing But Net Media.
In-depth video analysis is no longer just for the pros. Huddle is an easy and affordable tool that brings professional level insight to club and high school teams. Just film and track events live at games and upload them to huddle.com. Accelerate player development with team messaging, automatically generated shot charts and reports, and the ability to add notes and drawings to your video. Huddle even allows athletes to create highlights to help them get noticed. Sign up for a free trial to see for yourself how Huddle helps teams win.
Welcome back to NAB Stadium here in Auchenflower. It's the quarter time break as the Mackay Meteorettes lead the Brisbane Capitals 37-18. Braden, if you're Coach Dudek there, you got a lot to work on. What's one thing that the Capitals can focus on coming into the second quarter?
Like we said before the game, points in the paint. They made a couple of jumpers, yeah, but you got to give that up against a team like Mackay. You can't allow them to have easy transition buckets and just layups. That's too easy.
And really, like we said during the quarter there, it's really effort. What do you say to a team to get their effort up?
Well, just you got to pull people and play the bench and play someone that'll play hard, because she's called a couple of timeouts and she had a quarter time break. If the match isn't getting through, you got to take them out.
Yeah, and we see she has gone back to the starters. There's a couple bench players as Freeburn gets her hands on the ball. Eaton kicks it back up to Freeburn. Freeburn misses the layup. Lewis with the offensive rebound and put back. Coach Dudek wanted the foul, I think, because Freeburn lost it. I think the refs didn't blow it.
Yeah, exactly. They had good defense by Brisbane down the other end. They had bodies in front, and Mackay drove straight into them and able to get a deflection and a turnover from that.
Ward recognizing the mismatch, flips it up. That's no good, though. Eaton comes up with the rebound. Freeburn looking to go 1-on-3. A lot of contact, and she's going to get called, get a foul call. Looked like it was a lot of ball, but nonetheless, it was a foul call. So Heidi Freeburn's going to go to the line for 2 shots. We're on the season. She shoots almost 87%.
Yeah, and it'll be good for her to get to the free throw line and get some easy baskets too, because she's someone that Brisbane need to get going if they want to compete and make a comeback here.
First one is up and good, so lead is cut to 14. So nice start here for the Capitals to come out in the second quarter. Second one is good as well. Gotta love the old Mario Brothers coin rattle there.
Brisbane's still in defense.
Are doing whatever they wanted to do. So they kind of looks like Brisbane's going to pack it in and try and force Mackay to the perimeter. Weaver goes inside to Willie. Willie driving baseline, pulls up for the jump shot. Eaton comes down with the rebound. Pass ahead to Freeburn, though, stolen by Ward.
It's good defense for Brisbane, but you got to reward yourself. You can't turn the ball over straight away after you get a stop.
And they turn it right back over. Running point is Riley Smith. Now Willie has it on the baseline. Going to work it back inside to Ward. Ward with the mismatch. Kicks it out for Gange. Gange throws up a floater. It's no good. Gets her own rebound and puts it back up and in. Gee, Rachel Gange just doing whatever she wants to do in the paint.
I think Heidi Freeburn was a bit unlucky not to get the offensive foul call there, but good hustle by Gange.
Jump shot there for Lewis is good. So good answer there for the Capitals.
That's another person they need to get going. They need to get Amy Lewis going, because she's obviously a WNBL player, and she can score the ball and she can create for others as well.
Ward gets it inside for Willie, going right at McKenzie. Good defense there. Smith fakes the pass, can't finish the layup attempt though, and then there's a foul inside. As Eaton went for the rebound, she got pulled down. They're going to give that one to Rachel Gange. Gange saying she went straight up, but again, another bit of contact there. Referees rewarding the collision.
Yeah, exactly. But Brisbane got away with it on there again. They played good defense the last couple of possessions, and they let someone get to the rim. It was just they were lucky to miss layup.
So Brisbane looking to cut into the lead. It's 13 points at the moment for Mackay. Eden picks up her dribble, gets it out to Hollis. Good high-low action, but a bad pass there is stolen. Winds up with Weaver. Weaver looking to get out in transition. Elbow jump shot, no good. Ball tipped to Catherine Hollis. Hollis now kicks ahead for Freeburn. Good defense there by Rachel Gange. Freeburn with a bit of contact. They're going to call the block. Gange not really happy with the call, and Freeburn's going to go to the line for 2 shots. It looked pretty good to me.
It looked like the ref was going to call a charge too, and took a bit of time to think about it. I thought it was a charge personally. But that's where you see the difference between Mackay's transition defense and Brisbane. Mackay getting down and staying in front, and the opposite for Brisbane. They're not doing that at the moment.
And Gange going to get called for her second personal there. Brisbane, I thought they were going to call it shooting too. Bit of benefit of the doubt there, I think.
Yeah, when you pick up the ball next to the rim, I'm pretty sure you're gonna be shooting that one.
Lewis gets it out. Howard thinks about it, and then she fires away. The hesitation, I think, threw her off. Weaver comes down with the defensive rebound.
You got to be confident that if you're open, especially they haven't got many good shots so far. If you get open, you've got to shoot that.
And then Mate gets her hands on the ball with the steal. Good job there by Rachel Mate.
They need to look at Emma McKenzie early. She's going down and getting early steals in transition. They're just not looking at her at all.
How's that home bounce there for Rachel Mate? It looked like it hit everything and then dropped. Cuts the lead to 10.
Yeah, they found a bit of form here. It all comes from their defense, though. They force some tough shots and they're able to go down and play a bit more confidently on the offensive end.
Yeah, only 6 points in the quarter as Weaver's jump shot no good. Somehow the rebound winds up with Willie. Willie hasn't gotten going. She misses and Lewis comes down with it.
Good defense again for Brisbane, staying in front, forcing tough shots.
Lewis leaves her feet, hits McKenzie, out to Howard. Howard's gonna bring things back out and work it around to Freeburn. Freeburn used the pump fake to throw up the floater, that's no good. Smith comes up with it for Mackay, one-on-one with Rachel Mate. She goes right at the defense. That's definitely a block there. Let's hope Riley Smith is all right. It looks like she kind of twisted her knee there. She's getting up a bit gingerly, but hopefully she's going to the line for 2 shots. She definitely picked the ball up on her way to the basket there.
Yeah, it's definitely a shooting foul, but good effort there by Rachel Mate. She got back, and if you're going to stop a layup, if you get caught, you at least give up the foul and make them take it from the free throw line. You don't want to give up any easy layups. So.
Yeah, I don't mind taking that foul there either. I think it's easily preventing a 2-pointer, a two-point bucket. So the foul is a good foul there by Rachel Mate. And got to give her a shout out. I gave her a shout out last week. Rachel Mate was part of the silver medal state team for the Brisbane Capitals in the under-18s up at the sunny coast. And she has slid right into this QBL side quite easily and productively.
It's always good when you get juniors a chance as well and see what they can do against at the senior level because it helps their development a lot as well.
Mate hitting Lewis off the curl. Jump shot is short. Long rebound is tipped out, and Mate comes up with it for Brisbane. They'll have a fresh shot clock, and then Mate's going to get called for the travel.
Brisbane with Freeburn and Eaton on the bench. I don't know if I'd sit them two at the same time. They both can create a lot on the offensive end. I wouldn't have them on the bench when you're down by 12.
2 of their better ball handlers as well, but Coach Dudek showing faith in young Rachel Mate to run the show here. It's a 12-point lead for Mackay. We've got about 5:20 to go as Weaver drives the paint. She hits the bucket, and she's fouled. Deanna Weaver weaving some magic here. She averages 15 points coming into the game. And on the game, she's got 13 already, looking for her 14th at the charity stripe.
And again, it goes back to what we were saying. You've got to give them space and make them shoot it from the outside. If she's going through, obviously she's athletic and has a lot of length and can finish over people, so you've got to keep her out of the paint.
Free throw is good, so the lead back up to 15 for Mackay. Good pass ahead by McKenzie. She's got to pick up her dribble. Work it around now, Lewis. Lewis at the top of the key. She's looking to go one-on-one with Ward. She powers through the defense and finishes. Nice move there by Amy Lewis.
Again, you've got to put the ball in her hands. She can create for herself and create for others, and if she gets going like that, that'll be a big boost for Brisbane.
Gange going to fire from deep. I thought it was 3. They're going to give it to 2. Rachel Gange, though, increasing the lead to 15.
She looks pretty focused and intense today. She's killing it on the boards and on the offensive end so far for Mackay.
Top scorer in the game is Rachel Gange. She's got 15 as Lewis answers on the other end. Back and forth we go here. See what Mackay can answer with. Ward hits Gange again, top of the key. She puts it on the deck, going right at the defense. A lot of contact, no call. Reed gets it ahead to Mate. Mate has to pick up her dribble, gets it back out to Emma Reed. And Brisbane looking to set their half-court offense here. Good double off the screen. Mackenzie Rawls finds Howard on the baseline. Jump shot is no good. Good offensive rebound, though, by Mackenzie with the putback.
That's a good possession for Mackenzie. It started off with a pretty big screen, but good effort on the offensive boards.
Gange throws one up, no good. Zelenka, though, comes up with the rebound. Out to Weaver for 3, that's short. And Mackenzie corrals the defensive rebound.
Again, you live with that. That's a good possession for Brisbane defensively.
Yeah, if I'm Brisbane, Mackay has hit a few deep shots, but they haven't shown that they can hit consistently. I'm forcing them to the outside as Lewis gets one to rattle in and out. And Mackay looking to slow things down a bit here. Brisbane has done a good job in the third quarter here, slowing down that transition offense.
Yeah, exactly. And their offense is coming from it as well. They're able to push the ball a bit. play with a bit more confidence because they're not taking the ball out of the bottom of the net every possession.
As Ward hits the elbow jump shot, good creativity there by Weaver, getting set in the paint and then kicking for the open jump shot.
As we said, Freeburn and Eaton getting ready to go back in. Amy Lewis looks like she needs a bit of a break at the moment.
Yeah, Rachel Mate being hassled there by Smith, goes
take.
right at Smith. Smith nearly stole it from her a couple times, but Mate will not be denied. She'll go to the line for 2 shots.
It's an aggressive move from the youngster as well. Again, if I was Brisbane, I might think about switching it up, going to a zone for a couple of minutes at least. Seeing if you can really restrict them and make sure they shoot it from the outside.
Yeah, Mackenzie going to Mackenzie getting a breather, as does Emma Reed. Rachel Mate misses the first one. Not too happy about that. Coming into the game tonight, Mate was shooting 75% clip from the charity stripe. 13-point lead here for Mackay. Mate misses them both. Mackay comes down with the rebound. Eaton was looking to check in for the shooter. Houghton with a clear path to the basket, can't finish. And coming down with the rebound is Amy Lewis.
Brisbane get away with one there. Again, layup at the rim just missed by Houghton.
Lewis' jumper is a bit short. Gange comes down with the rebound. And we're under 3 here to go in the first half, and it's a 13-point lead for Mackay. Tammy Willie looking to get on track. She's wide open underneath the basket and finishes strong.
Again, like we keep saying, points in the paint will kill you, and you can't leave someone wide open under the rim. That's too easy, especially with their length, with the help defense. So by the time they get there, that's just a wide open layup.
Gange read the pass the whole way. Layup with the steal and the layup, increasing the lead to 17. And Coach Beck Dudick going to take a timeout. She's not happy with what she sees on the floor, so we'll take one as well. With 2:25 to go here in the first half, it's a 17-point lead for Mackay on QBL TV, presented to you by Nothing But Net Media.
In-depth video analysis is no longer just for the pros. Huddle is an easy and affordable tool that brings professional level insight to club and high school teams. Just film and track events live at games and upload them to huddle.com. Accelerate player development with team messaging, automatically generated shot charts and reports, and the ability to add notes and drawings to your video. Huddle even allows athletes to create highlights to help them get noticed. Sign up for a free trial to see for yourself how Huddle helps teams win.
Welcome back here to NAB Stadium in Auchenflower as the Mackay Meteorettes lead the Brisbane Capitals 52-35 with 2:25 to go here in the first half. Braden, let's take a quick look at some of the stats. And we mentioned Rachel Gange, top scoring for the game. She's got 17, but just behind her, Deanna Weaver with 16.
Yeah, one of the things as we spoke about before, points in the paint. At the moment, it's 26-12 in favour of Mackay, and turnovers 12-5. Brisbane with 12. You can't allow that to happen, and that's creating those easy transition points for Mackay.
Howard has it for Brisbane. Hands off for Woodford. A lot of contact there, and they're going to get Riley Smith with the blocking foul.
Brisbane really needs to make a run in these last 2 minutes, try and get it in around that 10-point mark.
Yeah, they got it to within single digits there for a moment, but Mackay just responded furiously.
Yeah, and again, those turnovers when you come back, letting those couple of layups in with no one under the basket, and then a couple of turnovers as well. That's what kills the run, and it's coach killers.
Woodford misses both of them, so it's still a 17-point lead. And now got Smith running the point here for Mackay. Got Smith, Zelenko, Weaver, Willie, and Houghton. Weaver is going to pull up for a baseline jump shot that's short, and she's fouled, so she'll go to line for 2 shots.
You force them into a tough shot, you can't foul a jump shooter like that. So, bit of a mistake by the youngster, but not a bad possession defensively for Brisbane. Just need to finish it off with just a contest, not a foul.
I think that was a good recognition there by Mackay also. They saw that double team off the screen. You immediately go right away, you attack the double team by passing.
Yeah, I think they were meant to switch that, and I think they had no communication. They end up looking like a double team, and Weaver was able to rip baseline and find some space on the baseline.
Weaver misses the first one. On the season, Deanna Weaver, 80% free throw shooter. She came into tonight averaging 15.3 points per game and nearly 7.5 rebounds per game. Not a bad import to have on your squad.
Yeah, exactly, especially with Rachel Gaines. Her and Deanna Weaver are the two main factors against Brisbane today.
Eaton picked up her dribble, lost it, then regathered, and that's going to be called for a travel. So another turnover. That turnover count for Brisbane starting to creep up a bit.
Yeah, exactly, and that's one of the main reasons they got back into the game. They were playing good defense and not turning the ball over. In the last 2 minutes, it's allowed started turning the ball over again, and it's allowed Mackay to push that lead out.
Amy Lewis going to check back in for Brisbane. Maddie Woodford getting a breather. Let's see what Mackay can do here. They're getting the ball into the hands of Deanna Weaver, which is not a bad idea. Willie has it. She's going to pick up her dribble, get it out to Zelenka. Now Houghton inside for Willie. Willie using the body. Good block there by McKenzie. Houghton recovers it. Gets it out to Zelenka with 2 seconds on the shot clock. There's 1 second to go. Great defense by Brisbane there. I thought the referee was going to call the foul, but he called the shot clock violation. Great D there by the Capitals.
Yeah, it's a great possession defensively. All started with the contest and the block from Evan McKenzie and finish off with a good effort from everyone else and finish with a shot clock violation.
Lewis looking to drive baseline. Good defense there by Riley Smith. Freeburn puts it on the deck, leaves her feet, gets it out to Lewis. She fires from three. That's short. Coming up with the rebound is Zelenka. Up ahead to Houghton. Houghton looking to kick for Willie. Willie pump fake, drive baseline. She flips it up. It's no good. Ball's knocked out of bounds. They're going to say it went off of Amy Lewis. So Mackay will have possession.
Yeah, if I'm Brisbane, I'm not falling for those pump fakes in transition. You want them to shoot those jumpers in transition rather than falling for it and giving up a layup.
Getting set for the baseline out of bounds. Let's see if Mackay can get an easy two. Zelenka has double teamed, gets it out to Houghton. Houghton nearly has it stripped. It is stolen temporarily. Smith and a couple of Capitals fighting for it. It's going to be a jump ball, and possession arrow stays with Mackay. Do they get a fresh shot clock here, Braden? No, it just stays at 8 seconds.
Yeah, because it's Brisbane arrow, Mackay arrow.
18-point lead for Mackay, 53-35. Got about 46, 47 seconds to go here in the first half. Again, Smith inbounds. This time for Zelenka. Baseline jump shot, no good. Eaton comes down with it for Brisbane. She busts out, looking to attack the defense. She has to maintain her dribble and bring it back out. Good transition D there by Weaver. Eaton skips it. Freeburn three is up. Short, no good. Zelenka with the rebound.
Mackay got away with one there. If I'm leaving someone open, it's probably not Heidi Freeburn.
And Mackay looking to work a little shot clock here as Weaver puts the dribble onto the baseline. She's going to bring it back out. 10 seconds now on the shot clock. Willie will hand off for Smith. Smith, good rip-through move and finish there by Riley Smith.
Again, you got to stay in front. That's points in the paint are killing Brisbane at the moment.
And it's a 20-point lead now for Mackay. Lewis going to fire for three. That's up. That's good. Great shot to beat the halftime buzzer there by Amy Lewis and cuts the lead to 17, 55-38. Pretty solid first half for both teams. If you're the Capitals, you have to take some positives out of that second quarter. You were able to get it back to single digits, but Mackay just put their foot down once it got close and ran away to increase the lead back up to 17.
Yeah, exactly. The start of the second quarter, Brisbane came out, forced them into tough shots, limited turnovers and that sort of thing, and were able to make a run back. But then, they let easy points under the basket for Mackay and gave up some more turnovers, and that'll kill you. And that's what allowed Mackay to push the lead back out.
Yeah, well, it's halftime here, so we'll take a halftime break as well. We'll come back with some halftime stats for you. It is a 17-point lead for the Mackay Meteorettes, 55-38 here on the QBL TV Game of the Week, presented to you by Nothing But Net Media.
In-depth video analysis is no longer just for the pros. Huddle is an easy and affordable tool that brings professional level insight to club and high school teams. Just film and track events live at games and upload them to huddle.com. Accelerate player development with team messaging, automatically generated shot charts and reports, and the ability to add notes and drawings to your video. Coaches can exchange game footage with their entire league, all from one place. Sign up for a free trial to see for yourself how Huddle helps teams win. In-depth video analysis is no longer just for the pros. Huddle is an easy and affordable tool that brings professional level insight to club and high school teams. Just film and track events live at games and upload them to huddle.com. Accelerate player development with team messaging, automatically generated shot charts and reports, and the ability to add notes and drawings to your video. Huddle even allows athletes to create highlights to help them get noticed. Helps teams win.
Welcome back, everybody, to NAB Stadium here in Auchenflower. It's halftime as the Mackay Meteorettes lead the Brisbane Capitals 55-38. John Guarney here with Braden Hesselhurst. And Braden, it was an interesting first half. Mackay really looked like they were going to run away with things there in between the first and second quarters. But Brisbane came out in that second quarter and came back. They got it to within single digits, but Mackay really blew things out of the water towards that second half of the second quarter. Let's take a look at some of the Mackay stats, because that's what's leading the way, really.
Yeah, exactly. And you got Rachel Gange on 17 points and shooting a high percentage. She's 8 in the paint, and Deanna Weaver. And again, like I said before the game, points in the paint are a killer, especially against Mackay. And they've got 28 to 12. So the good thing about Mackay is they only got 6 turnovers to Brisbane's 13, and they're just a smart veteran team, and they're just taking care of the basketball and doing the things they need to get going.
Yeah, and let's take a quick look at the Brisbane stats. Leading the way for Brisbane is Amy Lewis. She's got 13 points to go with 3 rebounds. She's shooting 6 of 12 from the field, 1 of 2 from 3. Also in double digits for the Caps is Heidi Freeburn with 10. Ashton Eaton's got 8. Emma McKenzie has 4. And then only points from the bench for Brisbane come from Rachel Mate. That was a 3-pointer she made. Brisbane was shooting 45% from the field, 40% from 3. They were out-rebounded in that half as well, 23-17. And as you mentioned, Braden, the turnovers, they really hurt Brisbane. They had 13 entering the halftime there. So at the break, you know, if you're Coach Dudek, what do you say to the team to bring them out? Obviously, she made some adjustments to start that second quarter to get them back into it. Do you just rehash what worked, or do you have to change things up again?
Oh, you can change things up. You can do different things like go to a zone, and, but I think sticking with that pack defense that worked at the start of the second quarter and mixing it up with the zone. But you look at Mackay's 3-point attempts; they've only shot 5 threes. You got to try and get that number up and make them shoot, 10 threes and a half. So if they can do that and stay in front of them and keep them off the offensive boards, especially Rachel Gange, and like I said, limit the turnovers, they can get back right in the game pretty quickly. And they need to keep the ball in the hands of Freeburn, Eaton, and Lewis, and try and look for McKenzie in those deep seals. She's getting down there every time and sealing under the rim. They're not looking for her. So if you can get a couple of easy baskets, boost your confidence, and always when you're making buckets, your intensity and energy on the defensive end tends to go up a little bit as well.
Shout out to the kids going right in front of the camera. We are set up in the in the convertible stands, and there's really not much we could do about that. But it's a pretty decent crowd here for the women's game at 12. Don't forget, after this, we'll take a break, and then we'll come back at around 2 p.m. for the men's game. That's a rematch of last year's grand final series, which was won by Mackay. I know the Capitals men's team has certainly circled this date on their calendar, and they'll be looking forward to it. I'm sure Mackay will as well. But second half action getting ready to tip here. It's a 17-point lead for Mackay, 55-38. I think if you're Mackay, I think you just got to keep going with what you're doing. I think they've done a good job, though, Braden. Not really, even though Brisbane has been packing things in, I also think that Mackay has done a really good job not settling for the threes. They're being patient and working the ball around.
Yeah, exactly. And like I said, they're a veteran team. They know what to do. But Brisbane really need to fix those little things, and Mackay just taking care of the things they need to get the win. They're on a third game of a back-to-back-to-back road trip, so they just need to do the things they have been in the first half to get that win.
Yeah, we saw Brisbane missing Emma McKenzie hook shot. They did what you said, go right into her on the deep seal. Willie's pass nearly stolen, but they're going to get, looks like they're going to get Lewis for the foul as she reached in and swiped away at the ball.
That's one thing. Emma McKenzie's right in front of her. It's already a tough shot over Emma McKenzie. She's pretty tall. No need to put your hands in there by Amy Lewis.
Yeah, I think I won't say that Brisbane is desperate, but they certainly want to try and get things going here as Deanna Weaver comes out, and she's got it going early here with the long jump shot.
And that's a tough thing when you give up easy baskets in the first half, especially imports as talented as Deanna Weaver. They get on a roll and they start making tough shots like that. Freeburn,
second leading scorer for the Caps in the half. She hits the jumper right in the face of Deanna Weaver. Good shot there by Heidi Freeburn. Gange looking to get going. She has it stripped by Lewis. Good defense there by Lewis, but Gange still staying with it. She steals it right back.
That's it. No, you get a turnover and you turn it over right back. That's something that will kill Brisbane.
Gange kicks it out for Houghton. Houghton using the left hand. Finds Willie. Willie's going to fire a long two. That's good.
Again, if I'm Brisbane, that's okay.
Tammy Willie hitting the long two. Just the foot was just on the line there. Take a little step back, and that's a three. 59-40 the lead here for Brisbane. Eaton going off the McKenzie screen, going to fire a long three. That's no good. Hit the shot clock there, so that's going to be a violation, so it's going to be a turnover.
Again, Brisbane, it doesn't seem like they changing it up much in offense. They're going to the high on ball with Ashton Eaton, and they've done that for most of the game. Maybe looking at some different sets or something to try and get some points in the paint and get Emma McKenzie maybe next to the rim or something like that.
Willie again in the corner. Mackay looking for the mismatch, getting it inside to Zelenka. She shoots the layup. That's no good. Freeburn comes down with the defensive rebound. Freeburn looking to go coast to coast. She lays it up and in, and she's fouled. Good job there by Heidi Freeburn. Pretty good defense in the block against Zelenka, then goes coast to coast for the layup and the foul.
She's been caught a couple of times on a mismatch and battled hard, and I don't think they've scored on her once on those mismatches. So she battles hard and was able to go down the other end and get in there and one as well.
Yeah, she certainly looked like she was intent on getting to the basket, and no one was able to deny her on that run. And the free throw, though, no good for Freeburn. So the lead 17 for Mackay, 59-42. Willie, they work it around the perimeter. Weaver, skip pass out to Houghton. Houghton driving baseline. Tries to dump it in. It's stolen, though, by Freeburn. Freeburn goes behind her back around Weaver. Looking for a bit of contact there. Freeburn's got a head of steam. Flips one up. That's no good, but she's fouled again. Looked like she could never really get herself fully under control, but she certainly knew what she was doing getting to the basket.
Yeah, exactly. And the good thing about that is you're getting her in the open court because you're playing good defense and getting turnovers. So that's the main thing for Brisbane. If you can get turnovers, get some easy buckets, and get it into Heidi's hands, because obviously she's on a bit of a roll at the moment.
Yeah, don't mind Freeburn in transition. Certainly looking for her shot here and quite aggressive to start the second half. She hits the first. Freeburn had an absolute blinder last week versus Ipswich. She nearly single-handedly carried the Capitals to the win. But unfortunately for her and the Force were able to get the win. Lead now 59-44, Mackay up 15. So Brisbane kind of chipping away here a little bit, slowly but surely.
Back into a zone for Brisbane.
They're throwing a few different looks. The Zelenka baseline jump shot no good. So the zone stifles the Mackay Meteorettes there for one possession at least. As Eaton looking again to go coast to coast, leaves her feet. Hollis corner three is short. Willie comes down with the rebound. So it wasn't a bad look. And Zelenka tries to throw it out of bounds, but she's going to get called for the travel. I like that call from the ref. It was a tough catch for Zelenka underneath the baseline.
Yeah, exactly. And Brisbane seem to be on a bit of a roll here. They need to, that last shot by Hollis, maybe if you're going to get an easy bucket, maybe try and run an offense and get some easy buckets and get it into Freeburn's hands.
Yeah, got to get Lewis going here. Gage doing a good job on Amy Lewis. Weaver switches out. Lewis working now on Weaver. Elbow jump shot is a bit strong. Zelenka comes down with the rebound. So I don't mind Lewis because she's got the talent, but I'd love to see a couple passes there as Gage fires along too. That's good.
That's what happens when you have one possession, you don't move the ball, and you take a tough shot, and the other team goes down and makes an open jumper. You got to reverse the ball, get easy shots, especially against a team as good as Mackay.
Yeah, and that jump shot by no means is easy by Rachel Gage. She just made it look easy. She had that little stutter step jumper dribble into the jump shot. Eaton's going to fire for three. That's good. Brisbane can catch a few threes in a row. They might be able to step into or cut into this lead. Good baseline move, but the reverse layup no good. McKenzie comes down with it. It's knocked out of bounds off of Zelenka. So Brisbane will maintain possession. Checking in for the Capitals, Maddie Woodford. She's going to check in for Amy Lewis.
Again, good defense by Brisbane. That's working for them at the moment. They're able to get it back to 14 and make a bit of a run here. They need to capitalise on the offensive end.
Yeah, Mackay going to pick up full court here, it looks like.
Amy Lewis looks like she's a bit injured as well.
Yeah, she didn't play last week. I think it's an ankle issue for Amy Lewis. She's had a pretty big impact so far for the Capitals. She's their leading scorer with second leading scorer with 13 points. Eaton with the crossover, throws up the floater. It's short, and Weaver comes down with it for Mackay. Weaver hesitating, kicks it out now. They're going to reset, looking inside for Gage with Woodford on her. Misses, gets her own rebound, puts it back up and in.
After forcing into a tough shot, Rachel Gage goes after the offensive boards. You need to keep her off. You need to find a body and keep her off that after forcing her into a tough shot in the first place.
She's just absolutely relentless. She almost flipped it up knowing that she would get the rebound. Freeburn flips one up, and that's no good. So Freeburn's going to go to the line now for two shots. And Freeburn, again, looking to kind of take things over here for the Capitals.
Yeah, exactly. But, again, there's not much ball movement. I know you can play it quick, but once it slows down, you need to get the ball movement. And lucky there, they were able to create a foul and get to the foul line. But maybe some more ball movement for Brisbane will allow them to get some more easy shots.
Yeah, I think one thing that people don't recognize when you watch the game of basketball, quite often it does look like it's a one-on-one battle, but you don't recognize that ball movement creating the spacing for you to then attack one-on-one.
Yeah, exactly. And like I said, at the moment for Brisbane, it's basically the high on ball and that's it. So maybe run some different sets, get it through some hands and see if we can get some easy baskets.
Freeburn hits them both, cutting the lead to 14, 63-49. We've got about 5 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Great entry pass. Nice fake by Willie. She's fouled on her way to the basket. I love the use of the pump fake there, though, by Tammy Willie.
Yeah, exactly. But if you're Emma McKenzie, you're forced a big to catch at the foul and you can't jump it. You want to live with an outside jumper, especially over a contested hand from Emma McKenzie.
I'm going to say it's an out-of-bounds play. Thought she picked up the dribble again, but nonetheless, Houghton's going to inbound for Mackay. Pass is tipped out of bounds by Woodford. Tell you, Capitals have done a good job defending these baseline and sideline out-of-bounds plays as well.
Yeah, exactly. They're going into a zone off the out-of-bounds plays or switching, so they're staying in front of everyone and make sure they get no easy baskets off the out-of-bounds play.
Houghton nails the three. Off the gamble, Weaver. It was Eaton who gambled on the pass. Weaver hit Houghton, and Houghton drains it. Brisbane taking a few more chances here in the third quarter. They're down by 17. Kind of have to junk it up a little bit to try and get a solid run in. Here goes Freeburn flipping one up and in.
Again, like we said, getting ball movement, they get it through some hands and able to get Mackay closing out, and Heidi Freeburn was able to attack off the closeout.
Yeah, Freeburn again doing work here for the Capitals. She needs a bit of help, though. Who's it going to be for the Capitals? Willie's going to fire a corner three that's short. Eaton comes down with the rebound. Bit of double team there. But Mackay needs to recover as Freeburn kicks ahead for Woodford. Now back out to Freeburn. Free throw line for Howard. Howard, though, shuffles the feet and she travels.
Yeah, it's another costly error, but if I'm Brisbane, you obviously need some help on the offensive end. I'm still trying to get Emma McKenzie going. She's got some size and even force them to double team her, and you create opportunities for their guards. They're playing pretty well at the moment.
And you can see Amy Lewis still kind of nursing that injury a little bit, and got to give Gange a bit of credit, doing a good job on Lewis defensively. Zelenka goes inside for Gange. Gange just powers through Heidi Freeburn. Gange doing it inside and out for Mackay. They lead by 17. Lewis now with Rachel Gange on her. Freeburn in the corner, looking for a cutting Howard. It's not there, so she puts it on the deck. Goes right at the defense, throws one up. That's no good. Weaver, though, loses the ball out of bounds. Capitals will maintain possession. It's a baseline out of bounds for Brisbane with 5 seconds to go here on the shot clock. Going to have to recognize that shot clock and get something off quick. Lewis inbounds for Eaton. Eaton crossing over. She's got to get a shot off. 1 second to go. Lewis fires for three. That's no good. That's a shot clock violation, so poor recognition there by the Capitals.
Yeah, Ashton Eaton, I thought, caught it wide open off the double screen. Should have shot it straight off the inbounds.
There's a timeout on the floor, so we'll take one as well with 3:14 to go in the third quarter. It's a 68-51 lead here for Mackay over Brisbane. You're watching QBL TV, presented to you by Nothing But Net Media.
In-depth video analysis is no longer just for the pros. Huddle is an easy and affordable tool that brings professional level insight to club and high school teams. Just film and track events live at games and upload them to huddle.com. Accelerate player development with team messaging, automatically generated shot charts and reports, and the ability to add notes and drawings to your video. Huddle even allows athletes to create highlights to help them get noticed. Sign up for a free trial to see for yourself how Huddle helps teams win.
Welcome back to NAB Stadium here in Auchenflower. It's a 17-point lead for the Mackay Meteorettes, 68-51. John Guarna on the call with Braden Hesselhurst, and we've got Chris Sieber on the camera work as always. Chris doing a great job. Braden making his debut here with Nothing But Net Media. Braden doing a pretty good job. Thanks for helping us out, mate.
Thanks, Joe. Appreciate it.
17-point lead for Mackay. Let's see what Brisbane can change up. Zelenka has her shot blocked, but Freeburn fouls her. I was going to say Coach Dudek probably wouldn't be too happy with that look, but good recovery there by Freeburn.
Yeah, exactly. It doesn't seem like there was much talk on the back pick there, but if you're guarding the person that came off the back pick, you need to jump to the ball and make a catch at the 3-point line. You need to jump to the middle straight away. You need to protect that rim.
Zelenka hits the first one. Second one is up. That's good as well. So 19 points the lead now.
Let's see if Brisbane change it up offensively here.
Well, they certainly need to do something here as Mackay is starting to pull away yet again. Lead back up to 19. It seems like Brisbane can't kind of get out of that 10 to 14 to 10 point range.
Exactly, and I think that's where not having much sets offensively is killing them at the moment. Not much ball movement. When they get stops, they can't really capitalize.
Willie with the block, so that was a decent high-low attempt. And there's another high-low attempt as Zelenka looking to attack Freeburn. Can't finish. She gets her own rebound, puts it back up and in. Lead now up to 21 for Mackay.
They can get that whenever they want. I don't know if I'll be switching everything if I was Brisbane.
Yeah, Brisbane just doing a great job. Mackay doing a great job recognizing the mismatch inside, attacking it every single time. Entry pass here for McKenzie. She hands off for Lewis. Out to Freeburn, open for three. That's good. Heidi Freeburn, again, she needs someone to help her out, though.
Yeah, exactly. But if I'm in McKenzie getting that deep catch, I'm looking to be aggressive, not looking for the pass straight away.
Yeah, and good job there by McKenzie, tracking Willie down the court and getting the steal. Eaton now guarded by Houghton. Work the ball around the perimeter. Lewis looking inside for McKenzie. Great pass and a good finish there by Emma McKenzie. It's one of the few times we've seen Brisbane look inside for McKenzie.
Exactly, and they get some screens coming off and allows Emma McKenzie to get a deep steal and good find there.
Now Weaver has it on the wing, face guarded by Stacey Howard. Bit of a zone here for Brisbane. Gange gonna fire for three. That's rattles home. Rachel Gange just having herself a blinder here. Bit of contact along the sideline. That's definitely a foul. Gange leading all scorers tonight with 25 points.
Yeah, she's off that zone. You need to have talk and be able to get out to the shooters. I know you want to force them into it, but you need to be there. And even though you're given space, but she caught it wide open, and she's had a pretty good game, so she's going to knock that down.
Gange going to have a seat on the bench.
She's played almost the whole game,
pretty
almost,
much.
I think. Again, pretty stagnant from Brisbane offensively.
And Freeburn going to bring things back out. About 8 seconds to go on the shot clock. Skip pass for Lewis. Corner three is up, and that's good. Amy Lewis starting to catch a bit of heat as well, cutting the lead to 16.
He's limping back though.
(74-59). Apologies for that. Willie looking inside for Zelenka. Zelenka, a little flip shot is no good. Good offensive rebound there, though, by Riley Smith. Entry pass is kicked, so it's going to reset the shot clock to 14 seconds, and Mackay's going to inbound along the baseline. Good
That's
inbound.
too easy.
Yeah, Zelenka wide open. She's going to finish there. And see what happened there. Just a little halt on the game. So we got about 23 seconds to go here in the quarter. 15 on the shot clock, about 17 on the game. Freeburn looking to hold for what could potentially be the final shot of the quarter. Looking to go off that high screen off of McKenzie. Good screen from McKenzie. Freeburn step back, then steps through. Hollis kicks it out. Lewis foul line jump shot is short. The shot clock went off, and then the game clock has gone. That's going to be the end of the quarter. A little confusion to finish it there. It was a decent look for Amy Lewis. She couldn't convert, so we'll head into the fourth quarter with a 17-point lead by Mackay, 76-59. We're watching QBL TV, presented to you by Nothing But Net Media.
In-depth video analysis is no longer just for the pros. Huddle is an easy and affordable tool that brings professional level insight to club and high school teams. Just film and track events live at games and upload them to huddle.com. Accelerate player development with team messaging, automatically generated shot charts and reports, and the ability to add notes and drawings to your video. Huddle even allows athletes to create highlights to help them get noticed. Sign up for a free trial to see for yourself how Huddle helps teams win.
Welcome back to NAB Stadium here in Auchenflower as we head into the fourth quarter. It's a 17-point lead for the Mackay Meteorettes over the Brisbane Capitals, 76-59. Take a look at some stats there. It was an even quarter, 21 all. It looked like Brisbane was going to make a bit of a run, but Mackay answered, led by Rachel Gange.
Yeah, she's gone pretty tough. She's 12 of 18 from the field, 16 of those, inside the three-point arc. So she's doing work. And helped by Jackie Zelenka, who's got a double-double, and Deanna Weaver, who's got 17. So she didn't score much in that quarter, but she didn't really need to.
I'll tell you, you look at Mackay's team stats, they're shooting 55% from the field, 66% from three, and 85% from the charity stripe. Anytime you do that, you're going to be a good chance to win a game. And Mackay certainly has the commanding lead going into the fourth quarter here.
Yeah, exactly. But they only shot 6 threes. Like I said, if I was Brisbane, I'd be trying to get that up.
Just pack it in. Houghton thinks about a three, steps in. No, she goes inside for Smith. Wide open layup, no good. Fight for the rebound. Ashton Eaton comes up with it. She nearly loses it, and then she's fouled there by Riley Smith. Has a bit of a chuckle.
Yeah, exactly, and you're going back to the zone. You force, even though they got caught there, everyone's there to sort of make it a tough shot and collapse and get the board after.
So Brisbane has Freeburn, Eaton, McKenzie, Hollis, and Lewis. Mackay answers with Willie, Weaver, Zelenka. Long jump shot by Hollis is no good. Smith gets it, so they got Smith, Houghton. Houghton goes up ahead for Zelenka. Layup is good. Again, transition defense hurt in Brisbane.
Yeah, again, it's a poor shot that leads to an easy basket. Emma McKenzie had a steal under the rim, and they shoot a contested jump shot instead.
And with plenty of time on the shot clock as well. Eaton in and out dribble, finds Freeburn open, comes down with it for Mackay. Mackay doing things quite comfortably here. Smith goes inside for Willie, skips it out for Weaver. Jump shot is up, short for Weaver, but she gets the long rebound, and they'll reset.
You're forcing in a long shots like you want to, but you've got to box out and finish the possession. That's a killer.
Zelenka with the jumper, that's no good. And then Weaver's going to get called for the over and back foul. I got to apologize for the camera there. We're trying to keep it as steady as possible, but we're in the crowd, we're in the stands. We can't stop the kids from cheering, can we, Chris? So Freeburn going to hand off for Eaton. I like what they do. What Brisbane does here, though, is they get Freeburn off of the ball, so she doesn't have that responsibility. Lewis looking to go one-on-one, spins away from the defense and lays it in.
And getting a bit of a change-up offensively, getting it to Amy Lewis at the elbow so she can either create or she's one dribble away from the layup as well.
Weaver's going to settle things down. Mackay turned the ball over, though. There was a bad pass there by Jackie Zelenka. Freeburn streaking, goes right at the defense. Layup is good. It's the lead now 15 for Mackay.
Again, back in the paint defensively, forcing tough passes, and everyone's in the paint, getting deflections and able to run out of it.
Tammy Willie, top of the key now for Weaver. Weaver's going to fire a long two that rolls off the rim and then falls.
That's good defense. That's a contested jumper. You got to live with that.
Yeah, you can't do much more than what was done just there. Freeburn guarded closely here by Weaver. Pass is stolen, though, by Willie. 2-on-1. Weaver has it. Skips it over to Willie. Willie's going to lay it up and in. Just too easy there. It was a very sloppy pass. Good transition offense from Mackay.
Exactly. When you're making a bit of a run, too, and you've got stops, you can't turn the ball over because that leads to easy possessions like that from Mackay.
Lewis has it now. In the corner for Hollis. Brisbane looking to try and get something going here. Lewis off the screen, layup attempt no good, gets her own rebound, spins away from the D. There's contact and the foul's called. So Amy Lewis going to go to line for 2 shots.
She's really struggling with that injury too.
Can't do anything about it, right? So Lewis going to go to line for 2 shots. Ward's going to check back in. That's Kayla Ward, and having a seat is going to be Jackie Zelenka. Zelenka, as you said in the break, with the double-double. She's played some huge minutes here for Mackay.
Yeah, most of those rebounds come from the switching and getting those mismatches. She's able to just, get over the top of Heidi Freeburn and be more physical and grab those boards.
So Lewis hits them both. Kind of lead back to 17, 82-65. Just about 7 minutes to go. Emma Reed checks in for Amy Lewis.
Yeah, good move from Beck. I don't know if I'm down by 20. I'll risk one of my best players. It looks like they're struggling with injury at the moment.
And it's a long season, so you got to keep your players healthy. Give some of the bench players maybe a bit more responsibility. Ward flips one up. It's no good. Eaton comes down with it for Brisbane. Eaton left wide open. Can't finish the jump shot. Ball's tipped out of bounds off of Weaver, so Brisbane will maintain possession.
Again, it doesn't seem like anyone wants to look at him and Mackenzie in the post. She's working pretty hard to get positioned down there, and they're shooting contested jumpers instead.
Yeah, when they've got the ball to Mackenzie, she's had some success. Eaton driving baseline, a lot of contact. Passes stolen there by Willie. Now Houghton has it along the left wing. Goes inside for Ward. Ward dumps it off for Smith, who drives baseline. Bit of 2-man action there, and then Ward gets fouled. Going to give that one. Looks like it's going to go on Emma Mackenzie. That's the first team foul here for Brisbane in the third quarter. Mackay has 3.
Yeah, like you said, I think Brisbane will start getting some of their bench in now.
So Eaton's going to take a seat. Rachel Mate's going to check back in. Smith puts it on the deck, finds Houghton, who inbounded. He's trying to work around the baseline, finds Weaver. Baseline jump shot is short. Mate comes up with it for Brisbane. Up ahead for Reed. She has it
Good
stripped
hands.
there. Great job there by Smith. Now Houghton has it. He's going to hand off for Deanna Weaver. Weaver goes inside for Willie, out to Houghton. Wide open 3 is up, and that's good. The lead back up to 20 now. Houghton has been on fire. I don't know if she's missed a 3-point attempt tonight.
Yeah, exactly. But that's the difference between Mackay and Brisbane. Mackay pumping it inside when people have position. They can create double teams and easy shots with their guards outside of it. And Brisbane just aren't looking inside at the moment.
Yeah, Mackenzie finally gets it inside. She misses, but Reed cleans it up. So the only team really getting consistent stops has been Mackay, which is why they have this lead. Brisbane has played good defense sporadically. They haven't been able to string 4 or 5 possessions of quality defense together, though.
And interesting move here, bringing Amy Lewis back. Don't know if I'd do that personally and risk her for get further injuring that ankle or leg or whatever it is, but yeah, she's coming back on.
Baseline jump shot for Willie is good. Coach Dudek has seen enough. She's going to take a timeout, so we'll take one as well with about 5 minutes to go in the game. It's an 18-point lead for Mackay, 87-69 on the QBL TV Game of the Week, presented to you by Nothing But Net Media.
In-depth video analysis is no longer just for the pros. Huddle is an easy and affordable tool that brings professional level insight to club and high school teams. Just film and track events live at games and upload them to huddle.com. Accelerate player development with team messaging, automatically generated shot charts and reports, and the ability to add notes and drawings to your video. Coaches can exchange game footage with their entire league, all from one place. Huddle even allows athletes to create highlights to help them get noticed. Sign up for a free trial to see for yourself how Huddle helps teams win.
Welcome back to NAB Stadium here in Auchenflower. It's an 18-point lead for Mackay Meteorettes over the Brisbane Capitals, 87-69, 5:06 to go. And have a quick look at the stats there, Braden.
Yeah, Brisbane able to sort of limit the turnovers in the second half. They had 13 at the halftime, I think, and they've only got 18 now. But still points in the paint, 36. That's not a bad job. They've hit some outside shots, but really that first quarter has cost Brisbane 37-18. Apart from that, they've been pretty level.
Good steal there by Reed. Ward couldn't handle the pass. Reed looking inside. Good defense, though, by Riley Smith. Good recovery. She turned it over on the one end, but then she she got her hand on the deflection there.
Yeah, and Brisbane are going to take advantage of those situations where it's 2-on-1. You need to get an open shot out of that.
Nate looking inside for Lewis. Good defense. And then Smith going to get called for the foul. Good possession there by Lewis, position by Lewis. And the hitter, that's going to be the 4th team foul for Mackay. It's actually Riley Smith's 5th personal, so she's done for the night. And checking back in is Rachel Gange. Getting set to inbound is Mate for Brisbane. She finds Lewis off the curl. 3 is up and good. She's all class. Amy Lewis cuts the lead to 15 now.
Let's see if they can get a stop here. They're getting some good shots, especially from Amy Lewis. Let's see if they can get some stops.
Going to call that one a 2 as that was Willie with the long 2. So lead back up to 18 now. 89-71 for Mackay. Freeburn nearly loses the ball.
Again, Emma McKenzie wide open in the middle of the keyway.
Bit of contact. Let's see who they give this one to. That's going to be on Tammy Willie. 4:05 to go here in the game. Mackay leads 89-71. That's the 15th foul for Mackay, so Brisbane in the bonus, so that's always a plus when you can stop the clock and get to the line for a couple shots.
Yeah, exactly. But if I'm Brisbane, I'm trying something different. Let's see if we can pump it into inside to Emma McKenzie every possession and see if we can get what we can get out of it.
Yeah, I think you got to get the ball into the hands of Freeburn and Lewis, at least one of them, if not both of them, on every possession. McKenzie misses them both. That doesn't help. Mate's going to get called for the foul. Now, Coach Dudick looking for the push-off. That's clearly Rachel Mate running the hip of Houghton there. Yeah, and it's a veteran versus rookie. I don't think Houghton's going to get that going against her. Yeah, Catherine Hollis checks in for Emma McKenzie. We're under 4 now to go. The lead still 18 for Mackay. Willie gets it at the free throw line, puts it on the deck. Jump shot is good.
2 points, Willie.
Mackay going to hit triple digits here tonight. Looks like it. They only need 9 more with 3:40 to go.
That's a pretty big effort on the back of a 3-game road trip.
Turnover there for Brisbane. Good defense by, Gage. Gage has it, goes inside for Willie. She's double teamed. It is nearly stolen. Now Mackay going to work it around the perimeter. Jump shot is blocked there by Lewis. Good help side defense. Now Catherine Hollis gets it. That's Kelsey McDermott with her shot blocked. Now Lewis going to fire for 3. That's way off. Mate trying to save it, but she can't.
And you're down by 20. You sort of got to take those shots, try and look for some quick points. And Amy Lewis is unfortunate there not to make the 3-pointer.
I think Mackay's just going to ride this one out here. They've got the 20-point lead with under 3 to go. See if Coach Virgo starts going to empty his bench out and rest his players. It's like we said in the pregame, it's the 3rd game of a 3-game road trip, playing 3 games in a row too. It's not unheard of as Houghton misses her. I'm sure that's her first miss from 3 tonight.
And even though they missed that 3, that's the difference between Brisbane and Mackay. They're moving the ball and getting wide open shots.
Houghton with the steal. The layup is good. And the ball tipped out of bounds by Houghton. So again, they still have a 22-point lead, 2:20 to go. The game's comfortably in the bag here, and they're still going with those little hustle plays. You got to love that if you're a coach.
Yeah, exactly. Especially on the back of a 3-game road trip, you'd think the players might pack it in a bit, especially being up by 22 points. But good effort there from Houghton.
Hollis going to get set to inbound here. She hits Freeburn. If you are Mackay, you can't be happier with the road trip. I mean, this is going to be their 3rd win in 3 games, be their 5th in a row. So they're obviously one of the stronger sides in the competition. and you gotta expect them to be around there at the end of the season.
Yeah, exactly. And as a coach, you'd be wary of the 3-game road trips, no matter who you play, because they're always tough, and you never know what could happen as far as injuries and that. So to come out and get 3 wins is a big effort.
Jump shots missed there by McDermott. Freeburn comes up with it. 3-pointer is up by Reed. That's strong off the back of the rim. Ward comes down with it for Mackay. Hands off to Gange. We're under 2 now to go. And wide open underneath the basket is Weaver. Willie can't find her. She tries to, they're going to give her the bucket. I thought it was before. They're going to count the basket there. So Willie hits the bucket and she's fouled. So she'll go to the line for a 3-point play opportunity.
Is that NBA continuation?
I think so, yeah. It's been an interesting continuation call a few times tonight, hasn't it?
Yeah, exactly. It's gone the opposite way of the other ones.
Yeah, there was a few times we thought that they'd give the continuation. They didn't. Now they give that one when we thought it wouldn't be. But again, yeah, I try not to bag out the referees. If you're going to say there was one of the hardest jobs in basketball, I'd have to say it's refereeing.
Yeah, exactly.
And it is really, I do have to say this. It's probably a thankless job. But because the players don't appreciate, the coaches don't appreciate
definitely
it.
don't.
You're not you're not getting pats on the back. And if you do, you wonder if they're genuine. But referees are as important, if not the most important players or people involved in the game, or some of them at least.
Yeah, exactly. Coaches and players get caught up in the sort of heat of the battle during the game, but I'm sure they appreciate the job they do.
Yeah. So it's a 25-point lead here for Mackay. Coach Mick Virgo going to head home with 3 wins out of 3 games. Brisbane dropping their 2nd game in a row here. Eaton hits them both. Then Heidi Freeburn going to check out. Maddie Woodford going to check back in. That's going to be it now for Freeburn, you'd expect.
She's probably been the best from the Capitals today. She's battled hard pretty much all game.
Yeah, she's always going to be one of the best, and she didn't get much help there in that 3rd quarter when she got hot. Weaver jump stop jumper is good. That's pretty smooth there. 2 points away from triple digits for Mackay.
Yeah, you can't let someone with her talent and athleticism get to the middle of the paint.
Yeah, I mean, they make it look easy. That pull-up jump start jumper it's got to be one of the hardest shots in basketball, to go full speed, jump stop, and then lift again for the jumper.
Yeah, exactly. But she's done that pretty much all game. She's got what she wanted really on the offensive end, along with Gange.
Foul called on the floor there, so Eaton's going to go to the line again for 2 shots. Team down 25, 98-73 with 1:06 to go in the game. Second one, no good. So guys, don't forget, we'll take a break in between the finish of this game, and then we'll come back with the start of the men's game. Go watch both games on the Basketball Queensland YouTube channel. We'll have the men's game for you live in that rematch. Good block there by Parker. Weaver winds up with it out to Ward. Foul line jump shot is no good, but she's fouled. And the men's game, like I was saying, is a rematch of last year's QBL Grand Final, which Mackay won by a whisker. So both teams, I'm sure, looking forward to this matchup.
Yeah, both teams haven't been doing as well as they started last season, so it'll be interesting to see what the result is.
Yeah, be another tough matchup for both teams. Ward misses the first one. Kayla Ward comes in shooting about 56% from the free throw line on the season. Second one, no good either. Good rebound there by Maddie Woodford. Got about 40 seconds to go now in the game. Mackay seems to have this one wrapped up. Eaton crosses over, kicks it out for Woodford. Woodford's going to step into a long 2. That's long. Ward comes down with it for Mackay. Can they hit triple digits here? Gange kicks it ahead for McDermott. Work it around the perimeter, looking for Weaver. Weaver gets the screen from McDonald, brings it back out. Put it into McDonald. She spins into the paint, kicks it out. Gange going to fire from 3. That's no good. McDonald can't come up with it. Woodford does, though, for the Caps. There's about 8 seconds to go on the shot clock. Let's see if Brisbane can get a shot off here. Reed's going to fire a long 3. That's short, no good. Weaver comes down with the rebound. And I thought they were going to hit triple digits. Mackay falls just short, but they'll be happy with the result. as they get the 98-74 win over the Brisbane Capitals. Let's take a quick look at the final stats here, Braden, and then we'll wrap things up before we take our break. If you look at the final stats here for Mackay, and you look at Mackay's stats here, double digits for all 5 of the starters, led by Rachel Gange. She had 25.6 rebounds, a steal, 3 steals and an assist. And then you had Tammy Willie and Deanna Weaver with 21 apiece. Weaver also had contributed 5 rebounds and 5 assists. Willie had 8 rebounds. Jackie Zelenka had a double-double with 14 points and 11 rebounds. And then we look at Jillian Houghton with 11 points and 6 assists. Pretty solid team effort there. They shot 53% from the field, 50% from 3, 70% from the charity stripe. They had 30 points off of turnovers and 44 in the paint. When you're shooting that well and you're getting that much success close to the basket, you're gonna be a good chance to win.
Exactly. When you start off a game getting easy shots like they were, especially players as talented as, say, Rachel Gange and Deanna Weaver, and then from there they started making tough shots and that sort of thing. So once you give up a start like that to a talented team, it's hard to get it back.
And then we look at Brisbane. Brisbane had 3 players in double digits, led by Heidi Freeburn, 27. Amy Lewis had 22, and Ashton Eaton had 14 points. But other than that, they only got 3 other players on the board, and Rachel Mate, Emma Reed, and Emma McKenzie. Brisbane Capitals shot 41% from the field, only 38% from 3, and they turned the ball over 20 times. So it's a great win for Mackay, a tough loss for Brisbane. We're going to wrap things up, and we'll come back in about 20 minutes or so with a matchup between the men and the women. The rematch from the grand final last year. Yeah, sorry. I'm a little delirious. It's going to be the men, Mackay Meteors versus the Brisbane Capitals. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in, and we'll be back in about 20 minutes. I got to thank Braden Hetzelhurst for joining me on the goal today. Braden, great job. Thanks again.
Thanks, man. Good to be here.
And I also want to thank Chris Sieber for his great work on the camera, as always. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in. We'll be back shortly with the men's stream.